All right, let's get back into things. Now, back as I said in the exact last video, planning is OP. Now, I don't want to eye blast you, so let's make a couple of changes to this. I personally prefer having a black background and white text. So I will change the background up so that, let's see. No, fuck off. No, 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 no. I want the text to be white. Perfect. And then in the background, I want this to be black. Excellent. Now we can get started. As I was saying, planning is OP. So let's get overpowered as game developers. We're going to start out by creating a pretty simple plan for our game now. We're going to start with the most basic potato kind of game that everyone can make and go through the development process step by step so that we will be able to build it the way we want. You will be able to build a game the exact way you want. Planning is OP. That's cool. We know this. Okay, we know this. That's cool. Let's disappear. Okay, there are many ways to plan out a game. Okay, but personally, I like to plan out in a way I call frame by frame. Okay, so basically, we're going to go layer by layer, thinking about, what makes a really good game, and then build it out from there. So, let's think what makes a really cool game, right? So I'm like, okay, so I want my game to have a couple of things. For starters, okay, basic game that we're going to make. Let's eyeball this. Let's see. For starters, you want it to be what? I need this to be in big text. I want you to be able to see everything. Perfect, yeah. For starters, it's going to be a platformer. That's cool. I'm going to keep it simple. That's cool. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. And then it's going to have some combat, some basic combat. Okay, that's cool. And then lastly, what else do I need? It's a platformer with combat. Ooh, we'll have a boss. That's sweet. Okay, so we know these are the three things we want. We want it to be like a platformer with some combat and a boss, because it's you getting into your first game, okay? So keep it simple. And 2D platformers are amazing as a learning tool. Let's set this aside. Now, okay, so we know it's going to be a platformer with some combat and a boss. And I'm like, okay, so how do I get started planning this out? Do I start with something simple and simple? Like, do I go in? Do I immediately jump in and open up Unreal Engine and let's get No, 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 forget that. It's the planning that's OP. So let's create another layer. Now we have this and say, okay, cool. Now we are going to go step by step in the player journey. Okay, literally step by step. What is the player going to be doing? Okay, what is going to be happening in this game? What exactly is going to be happening in this game? And I'm going to put it into two little columns. So for starters, let's see. Okay, for starters, the first thing that every player sees is going to be my cool logo. Ooh, nice. So the first thing is they'll see like your cool game development logo. Nice. Then they're going to see a very short, they're going to see the main menu. Okay, it's called the main menu. Okay, and the main menu is going to let people what? Pick levels, exit, play, continue. Cool. There'll be a main menu. And number three, It's going to be levels. Okay, cool. These are like 3 super simple things. Oh, wait up, oh yeah. Credits. Okay, you have to credit yourself. You have to be there and be like, I'm the one that made this game. Look at my name in the credits. Awesome. Now, this is what we're going to have. So, as we're having that, we want it to be a platformer with combat and a boss. Cool. So number one, these are now the levels, right? So number one, we're going to have let's see, you're going to learn to jump. Okay, that's your first level. Literally, your first level, you want your main player to just have a level whereby they need to learn to jump. That's cool. What happens in the next level? Second, they're going to learn, they're going to deal with obstacles, right? We'll create some kind of cool obstacle that the player needs to deal with. Next, we're going to introduce them to combat. They're going to fight against another character. Okay, let's call it level 1. No, let's call it combat learning. Okay, next, okay, they're going to, let's call it combat. Let's call this LV1. It's actually difficult. It's going to be actually hard. And then we'll introduce a new enemy. It's going to be cool. Okay, a new enemy. In fact, let's change this up. Let's not call it combat. So let's say melee enemy. Nice. The first thing they fight is going to be a melee enemy. Okay, so then a combat level 1. Then here we'll say, what do they need? Ranged enemy. They'll fight a ranged enemy after that. And number 2, combat challenge. That's it. They'll have, so level 1, learn to jump. Cool. Level 2, obstacle. Number 3, oh, a melee enemy. Cool. Next, they'll do combat, like a combat level. Then you'll have like a range. And actually, I think in between the melee enemy, let's put like a simple puzzle platform. Yeah, let's put like a puzzle. It would be like a puzzle, a simple puzzle. Let's call it a simple puzzle. Cool, a simple puzzle. That would be the 4th level. Let me make this smaller, a little bit smaller. 250 is like super large. Let's go with 200. Boom. Okay. Then we have learn to jump, an obstacle, melee enemy, simple puzzle, combat, like a combat. Let's call it a combat challenge. No, let's call it combat challenge 1. Then you get into a ranged enemy. Then you have combat challenge. Actually, let's do this. Let's do platform plus combat challenge, right? 2. That's going to be cool. So it's a platforming challenge and a combat challenge. We'll try and make something a bit more difficult. And then, hold up, wait a minute. Need to make this even smaller to fit all the stuff that's going to be there. And you're thinking, okay, so what will I do after that? I've shown a platformer, a combat challenge. Then you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a cool-off level. We're going to have a level which slows the game down. So then, story and narrative level. Okay, it's just a story and narrative level, just to get you warmed up, giving you a little bit of story of what's happening in the world. You're going to learn a little bit about how to create like simple cutscenes and dialogue with the player as they play around. Story and narrative plus easy platforming, because you need to give the player something to do while they're listening to your in-game dialogue stuff. Okay, don't let the player sit, because you're an indie dev and indie devs enjoy profit when they make their games fun to play. Okay, make your game fun to play. Then after that, what are we going to have? I'm thinking for the last one we'll have final boss. Yeah, it's going to be a boss character. Okay, it's going to have a boss. It's going to actually, yeah, let's call it final boss. I mean, it's if this is your game and there are 10 levels, the 10th level shouldn't have the final boss. But for this is going to have the boss. And then 10, we'll call it teaser, right? The last level is going to be teaser plus credits. Okay, boom, we're done. We're done. This is literally it. And actually, let's do this. Oh, levels and exit. Oh, yeah, exit. Yes. So this is what we need to do. There's going to be a logo. Ooh, snap. Wait, we're missing something. Something's missing. Wait. I think that levels should be there. Sweet. Then after levels, there'll be options. Nice. I like options. Options are always good. So it'll be options. So we know that there's going to be like a cool logo intro thing. There'll be like one page for that. There'll be a main menu. Then there'll be levels. And we figured out the levels. Like level 1 is going to be learning to jump. Then we'll have a second level which has some obstacles. Not obstacles. Level 3, you get introduced to a melee enemy. That's going to be cool. Then level 4, you'll have a simple puzzle. Then 5, a simple combat challenge. 6 introduces a ranged enemy. 7 is a platforming and combat challenge, which is going to be cool. And then we let the players cool off and have a story and narrative level, and then final boss level, then teaser and credits. It's like saying, ooh, you've just gotten like a sample of the cool game we're making. And boom. All of this is going to be wrapped up in a nice tight package and put out there. Let's go to the next step. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to plan out each and every one of these levels. Before we touch a single line of code, before we draw anything, we're going to plan all this out in like a really simple and clean way. Okay, nice. I'm glad you're following to this point. Let's move forward.